So I made a trip to Iceland in the summer of 2013, and I had thought about Iceland more than a decade ago because I think I had seen some photographs of the Icelandic landscape, these barren volcanic fields and mountains, and it just looked spectacularly wild, and I thought this seemed like a place that few people traveled in, and that I thought I would go there. But then Texas Tech University, the Office of Research for Research, offered some money to humanities professors, so there was a bunch of money out that we competed for, and so I thought, what a perfect way to get to Iceland, to write a proposal that would take me there, to travel in that landscape and essentially to write a book about it. So my primary project was focused on interpreting the Icelandic sagas, which are this body of medieval literature that chronicles the early settlement of Iceland, and that I would incorporate that with a kind of environmental look at how the country has changed over time. So next fall I have a class I've called The Literature of Walking, and so we will talk a little bit about that trip, and I'll be able to bring in some of the elements of the walk, because the mode of travel last summer in Iceland was primarily on foot. That was the idea, that we would try to see the landscape on foot.
I think one of the most interesting things about his classes is it's not about just improving your reading and writing comprehension, although he does do that well. It's more about growing as a person, and he uses this idea of travel as a way that people develop as they experience the world. And being someone who's traveled a lot, he has this experience that he can share with us.
I wrote 2 pieces about hot dogs because those are the national food in Iceland. I suppose that Icelandic people love hot dogs, and they've turned them into a kind of art. And so those 2 pieces, there's a part 1 and a part 2, and they're called Eating the Pilsur of Heaven, and Pilsur is the Icelandic word for hot dog. So there's a hot dog shop in Reykjavik down on the waterfront where all the famous people who go to Iceland go there to try the hot dog. So Bill Clinton has been there, and Madonna, and one of the band members from Metallica.
It's no surprise to me that he's had things published, because Dr. Caswell is one of those people that when he speaks, his words are golden, and you take the little scribbles on the side of your essay and you really think about them, because what he has to say has value. So not surprised that other people would see the same value and want to share it.
I have a contract for a collection of travel essays. One of them will be about Iceland, and that book should come out in 2015 sometime, probably early fall 2015. And then as far as a book that's devoted to Iceland, not sure, but I'll continue to write the series of dispatches that I'm writing for a journal called McSweeney's, and if I can gather those together into a book, great, I will do it. So 2015 and beyond.